Yeah, good evening guys, thanks for joining us. Welcome back to Don't's Graphics Design. We're going to be designing a music arts cover for a gospel minister using our Pixellab application. Please, if this is your first time coming across the channel, kindly subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our other amazing videos and tutorials that we share here regularly. But then, if you're a returning subscriber, we do really appreciate. Thank you so much. Without wasting much of our time, let's dive into today's lesson without much ado. So we're going to delete the text. The default text I usually don't love working with. So the next thing that we're going to do is to check on the size to confirm that this is a square size, because I really want to use a square kind of size for this design. So 1280 by 1280 is just okay. After achieving all of this, the next thing I would love to do is to click on the background setting to see the background that we will be using. And right here I'm going to take you to my gallery, and right here I have this square background on my phone storage. So after selecting the awesome stage light background, I'm going to click on the check mark here, and as you can see, we already have this kind of awesome background with us right here. Next thing that we're going to do is to import the image of the gospel singing minister. So I have Sister Grace image here that I will be using for the design. So I'm just going to crop this. Okay, now we're going to size this up. All right, just size this up and somehow position it like so. You can use your relative position to tack it to the middle, though the image is one-sided because the hand is extended to this other right side of the design. But there are no issues. Just go to layer and position it here and lock it up as well. Now after achieving all of this, we still going to bring in some kind of awesome stage light depictions. So I have some church stage light designs that I will be using to make it all awesome. So one of the stage light church stage design, I have it here already blended. So we're just going to crop this carefully, and after cropping it carefully, just size this up. Okay, size this up and position it like so. All right, now you can send it up a bit, and the reason why we're using all of this stage light is because it's a kind of a gospel artist music cover, and they want to depict some stage light effects. As you can see, the light from above is trying to at least cast on the image, which is also awesome. So after positioning this, go to layer and lock it up. Next that we're going to do is to import another stage light design. But as we do, please kindly subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out whenever contents like this are shared. We do share interesting and awesome contents here regularly. All right, so this is another stage church stage design. I also already blended this using Pixellab. So I'm just going to size this up and position it just like so. And as you can see, everything is in place. Even the image, the light effects that are casting here are just so awesome. And we're going to lock this up now on our layer as well. So after locking this up, the next thing that we're going to do is to check if everything is okay. If not, we can do some little adjustments. Okay, so I would love us to apply some color filters on this stage light. So we're going to click them again. Let's start with this one right here. Select this one using the pen icon since you already locked it up, and go to your color filter and see if we can try to blend it somehow with the background. So we're going to put it at -30. The hue should be -30. Then go and select this second stage light also from here to also add some color filter effects on it. So we're going to work with the hue and put it to about -25 or 22, the hue option. So we've worked with the hue, which is the color gradient using color filters. So we've successfully achieved all of that. The next thing that I want to do, or that I would love us to do, is to go and import another lighting effect that we will use at the back of the image. So as you can see, this is another stage light, a church stage light kind of design that I have here. But look at what we are going to do. We are just going to select on crop again, then we click on this on circular patterns because we want it to be circular. Then we click on the check mark, and as you can see, we have something circular. Now how do we make this to blend with the background? So I'm going to go to erase color, enable it, and I use the color picker to extract the black color on these black colors on the light effect. So I'm just going to click on this, the color picker, and choose where you have black to do away with the black. So we're going to increase the tolerance completely, and as you can see, we have this other awesome light effects here. Now make it a little bit bigger, and then go to layer and send it to the back of the lady. So we're going to send it to the back of the gospel minister, and carefully align it properly to fit to where your desired taste want it to be. Now after achieving all of this, go to color filter as well and try to play with the color. We can leave it at the hue to be around -55. Then click on the check mark and you are good to go. Now go to layer and lock this up as well. So after seeing all of this, the next thing that we can do is to apply some little form of grading or gradient here, or faded gradient here by selecting a shape. As you can see, we have a square shape. This is optional, guys. You can decide to leave everything like this, just a stage light, but because we'll also be putting some text, writing some stuff down here, it's advisable that you create somewhat kind of a faded gradient. So how do we create the faded gradient on Pixellab? Just follow me along. After selecting your shape, click on the gradient instead of color. Click on gradient, then click on this plus button to proceed. So this is the meaning of gradient, a combination of two or more colors. As you can see, we have two colors here, a black color and a white color. So we are going to do away with the white color by reducing its transparency completely to 0. So how do we do that? Simply by clicking here and clicking here as well. So after clicking in these two positions, next thing that we're going to do is to reduce the transparency, which is this other section. Reduce it completely to 0 by bringing it to the negative end, then click on OK to activate the gradient effect. So as you can see, we've created the fading gradient already. So we're just going to size this up, and after sizing it up, go to color, enable your color, and then we're going to choose a color from the stage light. So click on the plus button. After clicking on the plus button, click right here to select the portion that you want to choose the color from. Okay, so we're going to choose the color from one of these stage lights layer. So we're going to select this layer, particular layer, and we pick the color just right down here. So click on, once you are picking the color using this small circle, always check the color monitor right here, and when you are satisfied with it, you can OK it by clicking on the check mark. So we are OK with this. We click on the check mark and we have this kind of faded gradient already appearing right down here. So what we're going to do is to go to layer and lock it up as well. If you want, you can send it down a bit. We just want a little of it. It's okay, not too much. So we're going to write the very important text that we need for the music art cover. First of all, we're going to start with the name of the record label, which is the name of, we have to put in the name of this gospel label. So after clicking on new text, just write Kingdom Praise, Kingdom Praise Music. So we have this, and we're going to use a font called Trajax. It's kind of a sans serif font I would love us to use for our write-ups right here. So we're going to give the color of this a black color, though because even the ladies dress is black too, so we can just maintain that form of harmony. And I've already chosen the font. So the next thing that we're going to do is to reduce the size of this, but then after reducing the size, go to spacing, space it out completely to 100. Then what we're going to do is to make this to fall in 2 lines. Okay, and we can even reduce it again. And now go to your alignment and use a centered alignment. So we're going to use a centered alignment by clicking on this center alignment. So click here and you have it falling into 2 lines. Now go to your relative position and tag this to the middle. So after tagging to the middle, send it up a bit. Great, so we have Kingdom Praise Music. Now it's also important to bring in the name of the gospel artist. So we have to just copy the same write up in order to maintain the same font. If you are not understanding this particular tutorial, hey guys, that's just because you have refused to subscribe to the channel, you refuse to like the video. But if you do so, I'm guaranteeing you that you surely gonna understand what we are doing right here. Okay, but then the comment section is open. If you have any queries, any question, drop it on the comment section. I will really be reading your comments. I would also love to hear from you where you are watching us from. In this particular tutorial, I would love to use the opportunity to say a very big shout out to all our fans from Nigeria, from Ghana, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and all other countries where you are watching us from. If I did not mention your country, please kindly let us know in the comment section. Not leaving out our friends from Ghana. We love you all and stay blessed. Please keep watching the tutorial. So we're going to write the name of the gospel artist right now, and the name is Sister Grace. So we have this Sister Grace, but then we're going to go to the spacing. As you can see, it's 2 spaced out, so we don't want that. It's really 2 spaced out. We're going to go to our spacing and undo the spacing. So after undoing the spacing, increase the size a bit, bring this right down here, but then go to font area, and we're going to use different fonts for just the Grace, for the name Grace. So how do we do that? We just select, okay, we're going to use a different font for sister. All right, so just select Sister, highlight it. As you have selected it, it's highlighted, you can see. Then the font we are going to use is a script font called Autograph for personal use only. So as you can see, everything is in place. Now we're just going to make this to fall into some kind of 2 lines. Then go to line spacing and reduce the line spacing there a bit. All right, so we have Sister Grace, and the next thing that we're going to do here is to bring in the title of the hit song. So we're just going to go to text, select a new text, and write By Faith. So the name of this song is By Faith. So after putting By Faith, go to your font area, and the font we are using is called the Ultimate Battle Font. So you can download these fonts from thefont.com as usual. It's a free font website. Now size this up and use relative position to tack it to the middle. Okay, we're just going to send this up a bit. So after sending this up like so, let's reduce the size of this a bit. Good. Now we're going to bring in some social media icons where the song will be streaming on, and we're just going to use, okay, let's just use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok for now. So we're going to reduce the size. I think 8 is okay. So let's go bring in another icon, and this time around I just want us to bring in the Twitter and TikTok handle. I understand that Twitter changed its logo and even its name. It's now X, but hey guys, just pardon me for using the former logo. Actually the new logo doesn't make much sense to me. So let's say I'm still the old school, I'm still using their old logo. All right, so I will just align this properly to make sure that everything is perfectly aligned with the first one. Now go to shapes and select this square kind of shape, a white one, and let's position it above the logos. So after positioning it, reduce it. Then what we're going to do is to go to layer and send it to the back, so it's acting like a background for the logos so that they can be visible enough. Now go to your layer and we're going to select simply by clicking here to select. We select the logo and the shape, the logos and the shape, mesh them up together, but then go to size and reduce the size drastically. So we can leave the size by 10, use relative position to target to the middle, but since the image was one-sided, we're going to use our own kind of alignment by clicking on the grid option. So you can always check grid options once you have this kind of complicated images on your flyer designs. So I think everything is okay. Let's just send this up a bit. All right, so the next thing that we would love to do is to bring in the name of the social media handle. So it's Kingdom Praise Music, and what we're going to do is to go to spacing and undo the spacing, then use your position button to align this properly with the social media icons and all other stuff that you have right here. So let's align this properly. Thank you so much for liking the tutorial. If you have not done so, please kindly drop a thumbs up, like the tutorial, share it out with other fellow friends of yours. So we have this, and I think that is how it's gonna be a wrap for this music art cover design on Pixellab. The next thing you will have to do is just to save your work, and we're going to save it as PNG and as Ultra. But don't go yet, guys. I am still going to show you how you can, after saving this work, bring it back to Pixellab to add some color filters on it to make the design appear in different other kinds of color. This as well can also be done on Snapseed, but today I just want to show you on Pixellab. So you can go back to your default page and delete this text, then go to import button. Now we're going to import the design that we just created. So this is the design, and what we're going to do is to size it up to 100 and use relative position to make sure it's on the middle. Then go to your color filters and start filtering. Now you see that we have different kind of designs that you can remove from this simple singular design. Can you see this? Just play with the hue button, and as you are playing with it, you can be saving the design right here. You can be saving it. So we have different kinds that are appearing. So as you play with the color filters, so too does the designs keep changing and changing. Okay, once you are satisfied with any, you can save it out, and it will also add to the number of designs that you've made for that singular poster. Sometimes it's good displaying your designs on different color schemes to see how they actually look. That said, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching today's lesson and for designing with us. We hope to see you in our next tutorial. But as you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We love you all. Stay blessed. Accept much love from our end.